for this video, I'm going to combine text alignment, text wrap, and then changing the column width and the row height. I have a goods received spreadsheet in front of me for a company called Next Door Grocers. The first thing that I'm going to do is select the range B6 through B10. And I'm going to go ahead and change the left text alignment. Now you'll notice in Microsoft Excel there are two rows of alignment. The top row, top align, middle align, and bottom align deal with the relationship of the text between the top and the bottom of the cell. You could consider that your vertical alignment. The bottom row has align text left, aligned or center, and then align text right, and those deal with the horizontal alignment. So for this step, I'm going to go ahead and align the text left, and you'll notice that it moves over to the left without changing where it is in the position of the top and bottom with the cell. I'm going to go ahead and select the C10 through, or C6, excuse me, through C10, and I'm going to center those. And then I'm going to go ahead and select A1 through H1. Now there's another feature in the alignment group called Merge and Center. And what Merge and Center does is merge your selected cells and center the text in that cell. It is going to take the furthest left cell's contents if you have more than one cell with contents in it, so that is something to keep in mind. So I'm going to go ahead and merge and center, and you can see that is now one large cell with the text Next Door Grocers in the middle. As a recap, remember that you can apply cell styles. So if I click on the cell style, I can go ahead and apply one of these different themed styles to kind of make the spreadsheet a little more aesthetically pleasing. So I'm going to go ahead and apply accent 5, and you'll notice that it went ahead and it made the font smaller. So I'm going to go back in and increase that to about 20-point font. I'm going to go ahead and middle align that. And you'll notice that it just moved up just slightly from the bottom to the middle. The next thing that we're going to look at is wrapping text in our cells. And now wrap text as if you'll notice in the range B5 through H5, you can't see the entire text content in there because it gets cut off. Instead of making this a very wide spreadsheet, we're just going to apply wrap text. So I'm going to go ahead and select a couple things. I'm going to select B5 through H5, and I'm going to go ahead and click the wrap text button. What this does is you can see it makes all content visible within a cell by displaying it on multiple lines. And you'll notice that it keeps the same column width, it just increases the row height. I can also do that on single cells as well. Now this doesn't look as nice as we would like it to, so we're now going to look at changing the row height and the column width. So when you hover between the boundary of a cell, you can click and then see what the width is set to. You can drag left and you can drag right. I think for this one, I'm going to go ahead and maybe move it out to 10. Now, it's kind of finicky. You have to be very precise with that. Another way that you can change the cell width much easier is to go ahead and select your cell, and you can go through and format it. If you are on the Home tab in the Format group or the Cells group, you can format the row height and the column width. This allows you to be much more precise. So you'll notice now we have two lines of text in here, and it looks a little bit nicer. You can also change the row height the same way that you did the column width. So if I wanted to make this larger, so it looks a little bit more impressive, I can do that as well. Notice how, because the alignment is set to middle, it stays right in the middle of this no matter how large I make that cell, that row height. You can also change the row height when you go through and do the format as well. So I can make this a little smaller. That is how you use the wrap text, the alignment, merge and center, and then again changing the row height in the column